Hey, sweet souls, welcome back to Conscious Lifestyle Coaching. My name is Raileigh Duschen. I'm an author, poet, speaker, and healer. Today's message is how to be patient with God. Just a quick disclaimer that when I say God, I just mean the cosmic love of the universe, Source, Great Spirit, the Holy Spirit. If you're coming on here and you just want scripture from Christian gospel, I am not here to give that. I am a poet. I'm here to share stories about life, wisdoms. I also want to say that I am not the best at being patient, so I'm sharing my journey and the tools along the way. If you come in an hour or later, please share your story in the comments below, who you are, and let's let each other know that we're not alone on our journey of self-development, healing, and spirituality. So let's get into the message. How to be patient with God. First, I want to say that being patient is not the easiest thing at all. It's probably the hardest human thing to do is to have desires and put the desires aside and to trust that when we pray for something, when we are having a longing on our heart for greater love, for peace, for abundance, whatever it may be for your journey, to trust that when you ask for it from God, from the divine, that it will come. The hard part of being a human is letting go of time, letting go of the when, letting go even of the how, and being so present and trusting that you're willing to surrender your own will and your own desire to control how things happen and to let things be. So if you are experiencing that impatience, that worry, that anxiety that is burning up within you, perhaps you feel faithless or you're doubting that the divine can hear your prayers at this time, I'm hopefully here to confirm to you that yes, your prayers are always being heard. And when you pray for something, the divine already hears and it's already done. We're not waiting on God. God is waiting on us to transform ourselves in order to receive what it is we're asking for. So we cannot blame God, or I understand if you're frustrated sometimes. I understand sometimes you don't believe or you hate God. And so, again, we're not waiting on God to bless us. God is waiting on us. And so it should give you a sense of empowerment. It should give you a sense of peace to know that the reason why what you're asking for in life is because you might not be ready for it. And I know you're thinking, your human mind is like, I am ready for it. I've been ready for it. It's not even whether I'm ready for it or not. I need this thing. And I understand. But we have to look back and think about all the times in our life we thought we didn't have enough, or we weren't going to make it, or we weren't going to succeed, or make it out alive of some situations. And yet here you are, you're still alive and breathing. And so you've always been taken care of. God has always come through in your life. And think of the miracles, think of the divine timings in your life when you didn't think it was going to happen for you, and it did. And so this is just another one of those moments. Our human mind sometimes likes to play it safe and just push aside the fact that you're dreaming, you're praying, you're hoping, you're wishing, you're believing for something so beautiful that it's easier to accept sometimes that it might not be real, it might not happen. And you try to do everything in your daily life to force things to happen. You overwork yourself to the point you become stressed, to the point that your body starts to break down because you're trying to get ready. You're trying to convince God that you're ready for this blessing or whatever it is you're seeking or searching for or wanting and waiting for. But you don't have to fight so hard. Truly, all we need to do is surrender to this present moment. And that's hard when we're wanting something so badly. We think we even need it to go on. Perhaps you're saying, God, I don't want to go on without this thing. I don't know how I can. And so the prayer should be in this moment is not to be given that which you seek, but to be given the strength to continue on without it. Wouldn't that be more of a miracle, more of a blessing to not have any desire at all, to be so complete and whole within yourself that you don't seek anything outside of you? And so that is where God, the divine, is trying to push you to be. So by the time that blessing that you have once prayed for comes into your life, you're not craving it anymore. You don't need it anymore. You're not dying without it. It comes in your life and you're like, okay, isn't that how it goes? When you're finding so hard to make more money in your life, by the time you start actually making that income, by the time you reach that point in your life and you get that check, are you really that grateful? After spending years crying or spending years fighting for something, building for something, by the day it really comes, you've already known it was coming. You're already at peace with it. And so you're like, okay, here it is. It doesn't feel so extravagant anymore. And so that is what the divine is trying to push you into, that peace, that wholeness within, so that you stop seeking, stop desiring. When we are impatient for something, when we want something so much that we can't stop thinking about it, we can't even get out of bed, we don't want to show up for ourselves or other people because we feel incomplete, we feel not whole, we feel not okay, and that's okay. That's okay to really desire and want something. But if we can't control ourselves anymore because of that desire, then we need to observe why we have that desire in the first place. Is it truly coming from a place of love? Should God really be giving that to you at this time? Would it really bless your life if you had it right now in this moment? Would it bless others? And so there's a reason why you're not receiving what it is you want when you are impatient. It's because God is protecting you from yourself. And sometimes we're so impatient and we cry and we beg for so long that God will give it to you. God will give you what you're praying for, what you're asking for, even if you're not ready. Has that happened to you before? When you wanted something so much and then it's given to you and then you don't want it, or it wasn't what you thought, it made your life worse, you weren't ready for it, you fumbled it, you fumbled the ball. And so it's gone. Yes, rejection is God's protection. Thank you for being here. So, again, whatever it is that you're waiting for, you're craving, you're seeking at this time, it's not here for a reason. But it's still God's love. God's love is still here in the absence of that thing, that want, that need, because you are complete. You are complete as you are. You are abundant here and now. If you're watching this video, you have a sense of health. You have a sense of security to have the time and the space to sit here and watch a video. You are loved. You are protected. You're provided for. All is well. And how beautiful it is for us to desire things, yes, and to want to strive for something, want to become someone that we are proud of, that is able and capable of receiving this blessing that we want. So it's not about getting the thing, it's about who we become in that process. The beautiful transformation, the beautiful shaping of our hearts, of our whole lives. In order to reach this one prayer that you have, you don't even realize. You might have one prayer to make a certain amount of income or to have a beautiful relationship, but do you know how many dimensions you're going to have to shift through? How much work on yourself? How many things you're going to have to shift around in your life to actually receive it? Whatever it is you're impatient for at this time, if it walked in the door, if it magically fell from the sky into your lap, would you even know what to do with it? Would you truly be ready? And this is how you know. When you're impatient, obviously you're in a type of anxiety, you're in a type of stress, in some type of survival mode. Your body cannot relax. Your nervous system is on alert. You are in survival. You are not in peace. And when you are not in peace, you are not honoring the divine love. So we have to strive for that peace in this now moment, in this here. Without it, whatever it is we seek. And once you fall into it, once you truly let it go, once you accept that it might not come ever, and that seems heartbreaking, it seems horrible to think that you might not ever have what it is you wish or dream of or pray for. But what about the peace and the liberation and the empowerment that comes with the letting go, the detachment? Who would you become then? How powerful would you be? How much more loving of yourself would you be to even lose the desire? What if God, what if the divine is trying to push you into that person, that higher version of yourself? How beautiful would that be? Would that maybe be more beautiful than getting what you want? Elevating your life, changing your life to the extent that you need nothing. You love yourself. You find the abundance here. And once you reach that place, when you've truly let go, when you have surrendered, and you really love yourself, what you do every day, the moment, every moment you're enjoying who you are and what you're doing, how you're using your time, that's when it comes to the door. That's when it's a true miracle and a true blessing, because you didn't control it, you didn't time it, you didn't create it for yourself. It had to be God. And that's a God blessing. And we can't create that on our own. But we can be a willing participant and let go and trust. When you let go of what it is you're so impatient for, what you want so much right now, when you let it go, watch how much miracle comes into your life in other ways, the unexpected, beautiful ways that you don't even know. Because the divine God love knows you better than you know yourself. It knows exactly what you need at exactly the right time. And so everything is well, but there's a war inside when you are impatient. There's a war inside saying something is wrong with yourself. And so we have an opportunity right now to look within and to look at it and to gift it to ourselves. How beautiful is that? And once we find that medicine of how we need to pour into our heart, into our lives right now, we can share that blessing. How powerful, how amazing would it be if we started giving to other people before we even receive that blessing, that prayer? What if we just start sharing it from a place within? What if we start generating it from our soul? So if you're someone like me who is extremely impatient about life and everything, and it's a blessing and a curse, right? If you're impatient, then you have a drive within you to accomplish things, to make things happen. You are a leader, you are an innovator. People come to you and they want things done. And that's awesome about you. We need you. We need that blessing that you have. But the curse, the shadow part of that is not feeling that now or that you and or I am enough. When do we rest? When can we stop striving for something? Stop trying to achieve something greater or bigger all the time. And to rest. To find productivity and success and meaning in being present and breathing. Doesn't that give honor and glory to the divine as well? Yes, you can work your body. Yes, you are intelligent. Yes, you're a hard worker. You can strive for success in that way. And that will get you some things in your life. But so can rest. So can having peace. So can trusting others to help you. So, impatience is a great teacher right now if you are like me. And if you're watching this, then you're learning to master it. That's why it causes you to suffer. That's why you can't explain the suffering. And I get it. I'm not having the biggest prayer you have on your heart. I know you experience grief and pain all the time, that you feel an absence of love, that fear invades your mind. And if you could just have a moment, a glimpse of that life you dream of, or that thing, that relationship, or the abundance that you want, if you just had it for a moment, everything would be okay. But God is teaching us to be okay here and now. And you are on that journey. You are likely already mastering that journey if you're watching this and you're on this journey with me. Then you've been a student to one of the greatest teachers in the human journey. To trust, to trust the divine, to bless you in the right timing. It has been pulling you, it has been guiding you on this beautiful journey of transformation. Some of you for years, decades even. You have been praying for this thing. And so if you're watching this video, I'm hopefully affirming to you that it is not about giving up. You don't have to give up anything. You don't have to accept that God doesn't love you. You just have to let it go. Letting go, not saying that it's never going to come. Just trusting that it will. It's already on the way. It's likely already here in your life, in your auric field, somehow, some way. God's already blessed you, but you can't see it yet because you're not seeing yourself in the eyes of the divine. The divine seeing you as whole and complete here and now. I understand that the suffering feels like it's never going to end. But let's think back to the moments in our life when we really, truly thought it was never going to end, that we could never get out of it. And yet here we are on the other side. So this suffering, whatever it is you're feeling and experiencing right now, this is just another temporary season in your life. It's going to pass. And this season, this suffering is also purposeful. There's a blessing in it. This storm, the suffering, is watering something deeply profound within you. A very large seed in your life is being formed right now and is being watered. And it's going to blossom. The sun is going to come, and you're going to understand why you had to go through this season of waiting and endurance. But I'm here to tell you, you're not waiting for anything. You're not waiting for anyone. You're not waiting for money. You're not waiting for God. The world is waiting on you. You are waiting on you to finally see yourself in the highest light, to see that you are worthy now of that love, of that abundance. You're capable now. You have the skills. You have the gifts. You are beautiful. You are loved so much. Right here, right now. And the divine God is trying to help you see that. Truly see it with your human eyes. All that you are in spirit. And that beautiful spirit is coming alive right now. You are allowing that spirit of your higher self to transform your life, to awaken, to blossom, but it has to go through the changes. It has to go through the steps. You have to dive deep into your consciousness. You have to align with your soul. You have to live in integrity. on this beautiful journey of transformation, not to achieve something, not to receive or get anything out of this, but to embody love. That is why we're here. We are students of that love. So, whatever it is you are needing, you are seeking, you are wanting, you are praying for right now that is causing you to feel that anxiety, He's blessing you, it's healing you, is teaching you something profound, something that you profoundly carry within you that is going to be a medicine to the world. That is why you suffer, because your soul chose it, to master it, to heal it within, and to share it without. And that is beautiful. That is a beautiful perspective to look at your situation of lack. So I pray that this message has helped you believe and to continue, not to fight or strive for anything, but to be and to relax and to let go and to breathe. Breathe it in. The more you sit in stillness and you breathe in, the more that reality, that dream, that prayer, that blessing is going to come into your life in true manifestation. But it's going to be in opposition to what your human wants to do. Your human wants to fight, it wants to run, it wants to hide. But your soul just needs to shine. And the more you let that soul shine, the more everything you need and you want is going to come to you. Being in the vibration of peace and gratitude and joy, find it. There is a light. There's always a light here and now. Where is it? Shift your perception. Observe your thoughts. Plant positive, loving thoughts in the mind. Parent yourself, mother yourself, father yourself. Comfort your child within that is scared right now. Affirm for yourself that you are worthy, that you are enough. It is coming in the perfect timing, and it's going to be beautiful. But life can be beautiful in any moment, in every moment. So find the light. It's here. Where is it? What is it? Find joy. Laugh. Life is not so serious. But when we are impatient, we forget to laugh. We forget to read poetry and to play music. Because all we can think about is this lack, this void that doesn't exist. It's an illusion. You are whole. You are loved. You are enough. Here and now. So that's the message. Thank you to everyone who came in this chat and in this live. And I pray that this blesses you, even now or later when you watch. Thank you for being on this journey. Some announcements. The Medicine Garden is a live group coaching call. It's free. It's every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Come on in and we can share wisdoms together, get to know one another, and support each other on each other's path. It's totally free. It's a way to build relationships with me and to everyone else. So I'd love to see you in the Medicine Garden. You sign up at my website under the Resources tab. You can also see my books that are available: Phoenix Medicines, A Transformative Journey Through Consciousness, Women Connected in Wisdom, Volume 2. I have a third book coming out next year. And what else? You can book a retreat anytime with me. Just submit an application, set your intention, and we'll make it happen. I have a few spots left for coaching. I'm starting to get super booked out. So please submit an application if you're ready to be coached at this time. And lastly, if you are wanting an adventure or you are in the North Carolina area, I'm going to be having Sunday gatherings at the farm where I manage. It's called the Many Hands Peace Farm, in association and part of the Mountain Retreat and Learning Center in Highlands, North Carolina. It'll be every Sunday from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. And it will feature select offerings of yoga and meditation, foraging in the food forest, a community potluck, and group gardening and cultivation together. So if you want to learn about those things or share space with like-minded individuals, come on out. That'll be June through October every Sunday. It's a retreat center, so if you want an adventure, come stay and hang out. And if there's any way that I can help you and support you on your journey, please reach out to my email. It's Raileigh@consciouslifestylecoaching.com. And you can view all the other offerings at my website, consciouslifestylecoaching.com. So again, thank you. I send you guys peace and love, and I'll be back again soon. Take care.